Hi, I'm Tim Albert. I will never forget my story about NBDA. NBDA stands for National Black Deaf Advocates. After I graduated from high school, from a school for the deaf, I left for the National Technical Institute for the Deaf in Rochester. At NTID, I studied computers and photography. After my third year, NTID said that I should go to St. Paul, Minnesota. I asked, why should I go to Minnesota? They explained, it is important that you go to this conference of black, deaf, and hard of hearing people. But why should I go? I insisted. We're trying to encourage you to go and learn something and gain some leadership experience, they said. Finally, I agreed. The trip would be all expenses paid by NTID. With a ticket in hand, I boarded the plane. The flight to Minnesota was really long. When I finally arrived in Minnesota, I was surprised at how beautiful it was. I walked for a while enjoying all the sights until I got to the hotel. After I dropped off my luggage in the room, I started to feel a bit apprehensive. I wasn't sure what I would do next. I took the elevator down to the lobby. Luckily, I spotted some friends from NTID. I didn't expect to see anyone I knew, so I was excited to see my friends there. I joined them and enjoyed having them for company. It was really interesting to see so many black, deaf, hard of hearing, and hearing people come together from so many different states. I hung out and met so many people. For example, I met someone from California, another from Florida, as well as a person from Michigan. It was really fascinating meeting people and learning so much from them. Then, at some point, one of my good friends started gathering a bunch of college students together. This was for the Youth Leadership Training, YLT program. Are we ready to begin now? He asked everyone. Just then, another of my friends raised his hand and said, "We're missing someone." "Who is it?" the leader asked. "Oh, it's Tim," my other friend replied while pointing outside. "All right then, please wait while I go and get Tim," he directed. Everyone nodded their heads in agreement as he left. Just then, I was in a conversation with a really beautiful woman. My friend found me and started tapping my shoulder. "What's up?" I asked, a little annoyed. "It's time for the youth leadership training. Let's go," he told me. "Hold on a moment. I'm in mid-conversation," I said while pointing towards the woman. No sooner had I resumed my conversation, he tapped my shoulder again. "Come on, this is valuable training," he insisted. "Just a minute," I tried again, but he stubbornly yanked my arm. "Okay, I give up. Please be sure to give me your phone number later, okay?" I asked the woman. She agreed, and then I left with my friend. As we walked away, I shifted my focus to the training. We entered the room and saw the students sitting in a circle. My friend told me to take a seat. Confused, I sat down. He started explaining, "The reason we've gathered here is to discuss your future as successful leaders." His words instantly struck a chord in me. I really want to be a leader one day, I thought to myself. We discussed different issues and a variety of perspectives. I was learning some things for the first time. I quickly realized how important it was for me to be involved. There was so much to gain from the valuable discussions. Afterwards, I sought out my friend running the program and said, "Thank you for making sure I was a part of this youth leadership training." "So now you know it is really beneficial for you," he affirmed. "Absolutely. I will never forget this experience," I exclaimed. After the conference ended, I made a mental note to thank NTID for encouraging me to go. If NTID had not funded my trip, I would not have been so prepared for my future. Interesting. Well, that's my story.